Good morning, everyone. This is Rivgal. We're playing some more FF6 T-Edition. Jumping back in right after beating the Red Dragon. Finishing the Phoenix Cave, hopefully, and taking out the Fire Crystal. If you're not familiar, since some of those words were not things that are native to FF6, this is a RomHack of FF6 that adds a bunch of extra features, rebalances a lot of things, makes the game harder. I was considering switching parties before going to do this next fight, and I changed my mind. For one major reason, I don't have fire immunity gear for 4 people, unless Umaro's in the party. So, that was my primary reason. I also kind of just want to see Umaro hit things really hard. We've restructured our team from a defensive monstrosity to a beatdown structure, mostly focused around I'm probably going to just berserk Umaro. Mog is kind of our backup there. He's got the wizard staff, which is extra, basically counts as earrings. And then Shadow is still set up with his evasion setup, but I did switch out some of it, and actually I just realized this should be a Zephyr Cape. There we go. So Shadow is kind of going to be here as a survival piece and a role player. So he's going to be doing kind of the same thing Umaro was in the last. In fact, I gave him Phoenix because with the Hero Shield, 100 Evade, and Golem, and in the back row now, we should be okay. And then Celis is set up pretty standard. I did switch her over from the Excalibur to the Ragnarok to do a little bit of extra stat boost. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm assuming that this is the crystal. That is not the crystal. We have a save point. I did walk back to the save point in between videos. So luckily this is a clear path with our Moogle party, so we should be good. I do need to switch. What was that? Oh, Zephyr Cape. Zephyr Cape, back row. Barrier, Tynar. Okay. Let's do this. Merilith. Who interrupts my sleep? I am Merilith, Guardian of Fire, and I will turn you into ash. Atomic Ray, right off the bat, okay. Umaro will use Kieran. That's the only thing he's going to do besides attack. I may do a quick test run before we berserk him. Twin Fangs. Nice. Okay, we should be able to handle that. I am excited to see how much damage this does. Not as much as I was expecting. That's okay. Merilith uses a lot of physical attacks. So the rest of the team, like I said, is mostly going to be supporting. I'm probably going to start switching over and having Mog cast here. At least. Okay, now I'm curious, because that ice did almost nothing. So we're gonna Libra. No weaknesses. Neat. That just means spam flare. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, Kira. 800 hit points, huh? How's that going? Oh. We're out of Golem. We better fix that. So, Rampage is the thing that's doing the least. I'm not sure what's giving him that ability. But I'd kind of be okay without him having it. So yeah, I was expecting some physical attacks. Another Minerva Bustier. Nice. Fire Crystal Shard. There we go. Sure. We're not planning on actually fighting anything, so I'm not that concerned. So I'm just gonna do one of these. Then just real quick do something like Gauntlet, Atlas, Molulu, that works. Good enough. Like I said, we're not actually fighting anything, so I'm not super concerned here. We're gonna go pick up the last 3 weapons from the ancient castle. It's one of our final preparations things. I'm actually really curious. Okay, so what were the 2 weapons we got? Okay. I think this was one of them. That's what we got from Red Dragon. We already had one. We already got it. We already had Minerva Bustier, so that's not new. Particle Bomb. Launches a magical bomb, infused bomb, causes eventual death. And what does the air anchor do? Yeah. So they got rid of the Debilitator, which is one of my favorite ones. The Debilitator added random weaknesses, elemental weaknesses. I suppose that would make it too easy, potentially. Okay, let's do another dive here. Get the last 3. After that, we've got a couple minor errands that I'd like to take care of, and a bit of a grind. Then we're going to do Bahamut, and I think at that point we'll be ready for Kefka's Tower for the first dive. There's a bunch of other material in this game. My plan is to do 1 dive of Kefka's Tower down to the goddesses, the Warring Triad, because that unlocks a couple of other side things, and then we're going to come back and do the super bosses like Omega over there, as well as all the other pieces that we're still missing. Tower of Essentia, and a few other things. So, yeah. I think we've got a plan. I'm gonna be going to the Colosseum, and I have a few things that I would like to... This is the wrong way. A few things that I'm going to try and either steal or transform from enemies, and I'd like to fill up my inventory a bit. Because we are running a bit low on resources, and Kefka's Tower is, again, hard on a good day. Fire Hinge is a whip. I'm really curious about this one. So, once we get all three of these, we are going to take a look, see what we've got. That'll probably help influence our last couple, like, what weapons we have and how we can rearrange stuff is definitely going to be an impact on how we structure our parties to go into Kefka's Tower. If you're not familiar, Kefka's Tower is like the Phoenix Cave, except requires 3 parties instead of just 2. So we actually need 2 parties that can grind the whole way down. I'm gonna see if I can get another ward bangle somehow. So I can at least have that. Otherwise, we're just going to be swapping it between 2 parties. Because we only currently have 1 ward bangle and 1 gale hairpin. And those would be very nice to have. Okay, it should be the last 3. So, Ryuno Hinge. Wall at low HP adds blood. So chance to hit, not water element for some reason. But it's kind of mediocre, stat-wise. I'm not sure who I would use that with at this point. Like, it's a back row weapon, but none of the people who use that are really primary attackers. And 121 attack isn't that impressive. I don't feel like. Am I wrong? Okay, it's not bad, but it's still not great. Yeah. Dark Outcome is great. This is a very, very good weapon. This is, I believe, going to make lock. Yeah, 20% evade. We're going to probably set up the evade build I was using with Shadow. We're going to probably do with lock with that evasion boost. This also gives him improved steal. Which means he doesn't have to use a relic slot for that. And last but not least, Holy Lance. Adds Holy. Shock. Light Element. Again, Shock. 2-handed, 185 attack. Am I wrong thinking that that feels high? What are some of our other 2-hand weapons? Like, Earthbreaker is about the same. Yeah, that's, okay. Like, outside of the Ragnarok and a few other things, that is one of our highest attack rates. Maybe I'm gonna have to play with some costumes and see if I can make a physical build for one of our spear characters that I like. Because that is really, really impressive. 185 attack and plus to everything else, light element, which is one of the best elements most of the time. So yeah. Whip, I'm not really excited about. These 2 are both going to probably get used, though. Honestly, I'm more impressed with these than a lot of the other legendary weapons, which is saying something. Like, Excalibur was really good. There's a few other ones that are pretty solid, and I do wish I had missed using the Soul Eater where I should have. Because that adds Rasp to attack and MP absorb on hit. Which would have been great against Skull Dragon. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see how this all plays out and what we can do with it. Like I said, we do need to come up with 3 parties. which is going to be interesting. We're going to be moving a little bit of equipment between, probably the hero shield. But if I can set up the parties in a way where at least everybody has resistance, I'm not going to worry about moving that around as much. So that is, excuse me. That is the legendary weapons obtained, the 8 dragons killed, the espers pretty much all recruited except Bahamut, and a few others that I don't know where they're at. I believe what we have left is Crusader, Bahamut, and Ultima for espers. But we already have most of the spells that those teach as well. I think we're missing like Scourge and X-Zone and Ultima. So the follow-up stuff, we've got Kefka's Tower. We have the Tower of Essentia. We have the 3 legendary, or the 3 super bosses. Which I don't know what all of them are offhand. We can go talk to Bannon. I'm actually planning on doing that before we wrap this video. Just because I would like to take a moment to kind of talk through what we've got left, like I am right now, except for with notes in front of me. I know once we beat the Warring Triad, we get access to the Sealed Cave again, which is neat. Like I said, Tower of Essentia, there's the Phantom Forest, which has something. I actually have no idea where that is. And then there's Ultima's Shrine in the Crystal Tower, which is a whole nother, like, that's the, like, super dungeon at the very end. That's gonna be the last thing I do, besides Kefka. So, yeah, I'm feeling like it still feels like I keep having a ton to do, but we're at least getting close. Okay. Nurse's Citizens, done. Esper Realm. Blocked by the Sealed Gate. The path to the gate was destroyed by the Cataclysm. Sealed Gate and the cave leading to it were both created from the Esper's power. If we had the power of the Warring Triad, it might be possible to reach the Esper Realm again. So that's we have to beat the Warring Triad in Kefka's Tower. About the legendary weapons, done. About the floating continent. Okay. So we know where that is. That's the Tower of Essentia. Okay. Doesn't actually tell us more. About Marsh's surroundings. There's an old man north of Marsh. Oh. Okay, that's not worth anything. We're all counting on you. Which Esper do you want to know about? We've got those 3 that we know about. We know that. And then there's the Warring Triad and... Oh! Is the Warring Triad a thing? I doubt they lost all their power. If we can prove our own strength to them, maybe they'll agree to help us. Okay, so that's probably what that is. I don't know if that's actually an Esper? Or what? This is going to be Ultima. I don't think it unlocks yet. Page was torn in half. I don't have any... Maybe the other half is still out there somewhere. Okay, so we don't know what that is. Except we do. So yeah, we are definitely closing in on the end game. That being said, I still have characters that aren't level 40. I am feeling like we don't need a ton of levels, but I think after we do... I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air here. We'll have to see how bad Bahamut is, but for now, I'm going to probably follow up with a little bit of grind. I want to get... there's a few people who still need some spells. I'd really like to make sure I've got Hastka on as many people as possible, because that is something I want to be able to cast at the beginning of every battle, no matter who is in my party. I need to stop back at the Colosseum to get a second crown. I was flipping through it, I was like, wait, you can get a second royal crown? Yes! It's one of the best hats in the game. Just stat-wise. Like, the other hats are, like, Gold Hairpin is half MP cost. Hat Hood is regen and double gil. It's really good. You know, a lot of these other ones give immunity to status effects that are good, or HP boosts, or whatever. But Royal Crown is just good stat-wise. Not that the hats are great at all. So yeah, that's kind of my first thing. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of research and see if there's a way I can get a second Ward Bangle and a second Gale Hairpin. And start just looking at... Like, my basic goal is going to be to equip everybody in the party, so that I don't have to keep unequipping stuff and moving it over to the other party when I switch between them. And I need to be able to fully equip at least 2 parties. The Moogle Bangle, or the Moogle party, only has to fight bosses, so that one's fine. So yeah, I have rambled on about what's coming next long enough at this point, I think, that I'm going to go actually do the what comes next instead. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. I'll catch you next time.